Okay, you work for a company called Houghton's Design. You will create a style sheet and then edit a web page which promotes a company called the Back to Nature. The style sheet and the markup must work on all the browsers. All styles must be applied through an attached cascading style sheet and not an inline style sheet. Basically means within HTML. We are not doing that, so don't have to worry about that. Create styles defining all colors using hexadecimal values. So we have to define the following. Let's start with the work. So basically, there's a lot of CSS styles development in this particular paper.
Sir?
Yes, beta?
We'll basically define all these styles in CSS and then we can apply them in HTML.
Absolutely, absolutely. So probably there will be around like 12 to 15 marks for just making this CSS style, because it's a lot of work. It's not just some work, a lot of work. What I'll do is I will just extract this folder and I will save my file in this particular folder. Remember one thing that's very important. I've told you this so many times, that make sure, what am I doing? Make sure that all your files are in a folder. Because if not that the case, you will have issues. So I'll save it as this was 14 June. So we are supposed to save it. Is there any particular name? Save your style sheet as this. I'm just reading ahead. So you're supposed to save it as a CSS file. I've done that. Save. Now I will start creating one. So let's go to our CSS styles and let's create a new. The first one we are supposed to create is body. And what's supposed to be is, it's supposed to be, background should be FF, FFR, GB, FF, 00. So we'll simply define the background color as hashtag FFFF00. Am I right? Any problem? RGB. Is it fine?
Sir, your screen.
Screen is stuck?
Yes.
Oh, for all of you?
Okay, it's
Okay.
now it's starting to work.
It's fine now.
Okay. Right. Now look at this. We have to make is a table. Let's study this. We have to make table. Sorry, beta.
They did not tell us our marks on our tests.
I did not exactly. You're right. I will tell you. I will tell you, inshallah, by today evening. Yes. How come you just randomly just dreamed about marks in the middle of my lecture? Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you your marks. You emailed it to me, right? Obviously, those who emailed me. Obviously, those who emailed me, I have the work and I've checked it. I'll let you know. Okay. Can I continue now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
As far as table is concerned, if your table borders, now remember we discussed table border collapse, TD and TR. So if you want the inner cells, if you want to change the inner cells, we always do it through the TD. But if you want to change the outer border, it's always done through the table tag. So he's saying that if you make a table, make sure it's collapsed, it has solid line, external should be 1, internal should be 1. So internal, before doing it internal, we have to do in TD. Are you following me, all of you? We have discussed this before, but this is the catch over here. The examiner did not ask us to make TD, but obviously in order to make the internal, we have to make TD. That's the only point. So what we'll do now is, let's make first of all the table tag and let's start defining. So I'll go to new. I will define from here is the tag, and we'll define from here is the table tag. And the first thing that we are supposed to do is we have to make all caps. We'll do it. We can do it afterwards. All solid lines. So we'll come into box and we will define over here, sorry, solid. This should be 1 pixel. So we're going to just make 1 pixel. And is there any color? The border color. It should be blue with no other component. So we're supposed to make blue. Remember, if you want pure red, extreme left that you have. This is pure red, this is pure blue, this is pure green. So will you remember this? So if I want pure blue, I'll select this. It's 0000FF. Okay, RGB, right? So I've defined this, I've defined this, I've defined the blue color. Internal, I'll do in TD. Border collapse, I'll just do afterwards. I've done this as well. So here we go, apply, okay. I can do the border collapse over here table. I can just, so here we go. Because border collapse is not available over there. So border collapse and we collapse it, right? So 1 pixel, solid, done, collapse done, solid done.
Sir.
Yes, beta?
So how did you did the border collapse?
Yeah,
I'll
do it again. I'll do it again. You just have to, inside the table tag, just press enter and you'll just type over here is border. There are lots of properties, but obviously you're not supposed to know all of them. So don't worry about them. I'll just tell you what can come. So border.
Sir?
Yes, beta?
Border collapse will merge all the borders
Absolutely.
together, the cell and the
yes, exactly. It will merge all the cells together. So I'll click on border collapse and collapse. Remember one thing, that once I do a revision with you in grade 11, I will be teaching you advanced things, and those things that can come in the paper probably. They're not in the syllabus, but I'll be teaching you advanced. So don't worry about that. Okay, what if that comes? We will do extra things as well. Okay, so I'm done with this as well. Okay, what we're left with is the TD. So because Ali Atif is our fellow, Ali Atif Said, right? I admit him, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here we go. I'll make a new, I'll make a tag, and I'll have over here is TD. Here we go, because TD is for internal. Remember that TD is for internal. Internal is supposed to be 1 pixel. It's supposed to be blue, and I forgot to do this. We'll do this afterwards. We'll edit it. The table was supposed to be 90% of the window. We can do it afterwards. So let's do this. Let's make, sorry, this solid. Let's make it 1, because I'm talking about the internal, and color is supposed to be pure blue as well. So apply.
So TD is table data, right?
It's table data, and it defines the property of our inner cells. If you do something in the table tag, that doesn't define the inner cells property, it defines the outer border table properties. So that's why I can't do it over there, right? So I missed out one thing, which was 90% of the window. So no problem. I can simply come here. I can simply click on the edit, and we can define the 90% of the window right over here. So come over here, and I can define this as 90%, the width, okay? And apply, right? Got the point, all of you? Right, it's all available over there. So we're done with the table. Now we have to make H1. I'll just try to speed up my process. Okay, I'll just do a bit fast now. So here we have tag. Now we want H1, because I had to explain that. So H1 is supposed to be, if the first choice is Arial rounded. If I have Arial rounded, very good. If I don't, I can even come to the edit list. I can even search it from here. If I get it from here, good. So Arial rounded, I transfer it over here. Now I get it. Okay, I can come now, and now it should be over here somewhere. I don't have it. I just transferred it. Arial black. One second. Yeah, here you go. Arial rounded. Default, the browser's default sans serif font. Okay, so what does it mean? This means basically that that's it. Color, I will do this afterwards. Color should be maximum blue. So obviously it means color should be blue. It should be center. Block, make text center. And size should be 48. I'm sorry I'm doing it fast, but the video is being recorded. Is it being recorded? Yeah, it is being recorded. So it's supposed to be 48. So you can just type 48 over here, right? Apply. So I was left with something, and that was sans serif. How do we deal with it? Which actually what they mean is that if I type over here is sans serif, what does it actually mean? It basically means that if you're unable to find Arial rounded, then you will try searching for sans serif. Okay, so you can separate them with different. You don't find this, you can use, it's better to use this, browser will recognize it. Then any sans serif will be used, but the preference will be given to this. That's why we use this all the time, right? We're done with this as well. Let's come into H2. Please stop me if you have a problem, but I want to do it fast and complete. The rest of the part is easy, frankly speaking. Only the CSS is important. So it should be Arial, any Arial's default, sans serif, done that. Color should be hashtag A00000. A00006, right.
Sir, is it necessary to add a hashtag?
Dreamweaver has done it, but actually if I'm typing myself in Notepad, yes, necessary. If you're using a hexadecimal, you have to put a hashtag. If you're writing blue like BLUE, then no, obviously not in that case. So left aligned, size 24. Bold, come into weight and make it bold, apply. Next we have is paragraph. So let's come to paragraph. Here we go, tag. Have we discussed classes? Have we
Yes,
discussed?
sir.
Okay, good. But classes has not come in the class first till now, but I've discussed with you. It's important. Font face should be the browser's default serif font, so we can just write any serif font. Okay, default serif font. So we can simply write serif. Actually, I can delete it. I'll just type serif myself. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just delete it and save time. And what else? It should be black, fully justified. I'll do it. I'll change. I will just change it to serif. So don't worry. I just need serif. Any serif. Black, fully justify. $14. Apply. Right. So my font family is only serif. Any of the serif. Li is for bullet list. So the last one we have to define is our tag, which is li is for our list, as you know that.
Sir,
Yes, beta?
if there is the text inside the table, which heading will define? Like paragraph or the...
Usually the default is paragraph. Yes, you're right. It's just like in the body. It's the same thing. But obviously we can change it afterwards. Default is paragraph. Bullet list is bullet shape as solid. So we come into list and we'll define over here is, what was it? Sorry. It was bullet shape as solid square. So we have to use a square and it should be left aligned. So all I have to do is I'll just come into block and I'll make it left aligned. Is this point clear? I've just defined li. Li bullet list should be square and left aligned, apply. So I've been able to make all this. I'll save this. I'll make sure that my name, my center number, my candidate number are mentioned here. Okay. And I'll take a printout. After writing all that, I'll take a printout and you get the printout. Let's see ahead. What do we have next? Okay. Add your name, done. Use suitable software package, create a new homepage called backtonature.html. Create a structure which will look like this. The letters, the diagram obviously are not there. They're just to help you out to place it. So we're supposed to make over here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. 6 rows, 3 columns. Let's do it. File, new, HTML, File, save as, save it in this form. First, save your work in the same folder. Design, I'm supposed to make a table. So I'll open up my insert. It's already opened up. Let me just close this. Acha, idhar aake, I'll make a table. And we decided upon that we're supposed to have is 6 rows and 2 columns. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let me just drag it down. And let's see what we're supposed to merge. So initially, I'll just make it center line for my comfort level, right? And we need to do is merge the top. So I'll select the top and merge it. Guys, you're with me, right? I'm not talking to myself. Last L, merge, and select these and merge. You're with me, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. Okay, because I don't like talking to myself. Okay, that's done. Attach the style sheet to the page. Let's do that. If I've saved in the same folder, I'll go to Windows, CSS Styles, Browse, and I will browse for it. This wasn't the one. Let's see. No, this wasn't the one. It was in downloads. This was 14. Yeah, that was the one. Now, if my CSS file is with my HTML file, I would never get a path. In case if I'm getting a path, this means I have mistakenly saved the file somewhere else. Then you have to check, please. So see if I don't get a path. You get my, yes, beta?
Sir, don't we need to apply 3 columns?
I'm so sorry. We'll do it right now. Let me apply this first. You're right.
Okay, sir.
We can even do it now. What were you supposed to do? Let's do it now. Exactly. What if we have done this? We have to have split them into. That's the only thing we need to do. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. You can see that. So I can do is just click here and column. Click here, column. Click here. I don't have to make it again. And click here, column. You get the point, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can even add it afterwards, but very good of you to point it out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Place the image banner into cell A. So here we go. That's my image. And what was it? Yeah, the banner thingy. This one. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, beta?
what were you explaining about the path file?
The path I was explaining that, for example, if I am attaching my CSS file, if you see a path coming, see my documents or whatever, this means that your HTML file and CSS file are not in the same folder. This means your CSS file is somewhere else. If they are in the same folder, no path will appear. So actually path should not appear. While you attach a CSS file, no path should appear. That's what I was insisting on. Remember? Just remember that. Okay, right, okay. Then what we have to do is enter the following text in cell B and set it as H1. Where was cell B? Cell B was this one. What? Are you sure? Let me read again. Enter the following text in cell B. Okay, fine, I'll do it if they're saying so. And set this as H1. Okay, done. And on the new line below this, have this text and set it as H2. So I'll press enter. Next line, select this and set it as H2. Fine. Select from the images, download in step 2. We have them, we don't download them. Enter the text giraffe in cell C. Where is C? Where is C? C is this one, right? It's this one. And do what? In cell C and place its image in cell D. Okay, right. Okay. Or here. Now, obviously, you do know how does a giraffe look like, okay? Don't tell me I don't know what a giraffe looks like. So one of the students did ask me once, sir, how am I supposed to know about all the animals? And come on, how can you answer that? You're supposed to know that. Because all the way you came from the middle school, senior school, how did you reach till here? Okay, it's tiger. Okay, I wish I don't do something wrong. That's a tiger. Oh, good. I know that. Forget about the sizes. We will change them afterwards. So we have this antelope. So you know how does an antelope looks like. It's like a goat. You know that. There you go. An antelope will be feeling insulted. Okay. Antelope is antelope.
Sir, what did you do to get another column?
I just split. For example, if I want to add another column over here, for example, I'll just click here. And do you see down over here, I have split cells into rows or columns. Can you see that? Can you see this? So if I click on this, it will say, you want to split this particular cell, this cell, into further rows and further columns. What do you want to do? I want to have two columns over here. So I press OK, I get two columns. Yes or no? So you can further do it. It's not that only once you've done, you're done. And you can even get it back. So I can select this again. Oh my God. Select this again and merge it. Yes or no? Better, who has the question? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're done with this? So Wallaby is supposed to be here it is, right? Okay. Done with this? You may use electronic encyclopedia or internet to check out each image. And actually now internet is not allowed. So if they give you images, this happened in one of the paper, I don't remember, they will tell you which one is which. First of all, they will not give you any complicated one. So set this text as H2. Which text? This text, where you have these. You set this as H2. Done that? Done that. Right. Set an attribute for each image to display an appropriate text for the image not visible. What do I should have done that before? What they mean is that if the internet doesn't work, the website doesn't get downloaded fully, you'll see a cross. And if you see a cross, for the alternate text, giraffe should be written. And let's say if I bring my mouse over this, tiger should appear. You get the point? What is meant by an alt image, alternate text? That alternate text for the image. So there you go. Did you get this point, all of you? What is meant by the alt? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we've done this. Make sure that each of the image placed in step 10 to 120 is 120 pixel high and maintain aspect ratio. So we're supposed to maintain aspect ratio. So this you can see is 120 high. 120, 120. That's also 120. Only this is not 120. So I can actually type over here is 120 and you press enter. Okay, and double click and you're done. Looks quite normal. Make the image of the giraffe hyperlink to open to giraffe.html and it should open up in a new window, basically talking about the target. Okay, so the image. So click on this image, browse, and giraffe.html should open up. Click on this, and in the target, type _giraffe, which means it will open up in a new tab by the name of _giraffe. Yes or no? Is this clear, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. Place the text edited by your name, sent number, candidate number, and set this as paragraph style.
Sir,
So,
there's a problem.
yes, beta. Yes, beta. What problem?
Sir, my problem is that all the functions that are appearing on your screen isn't available on mine. Like my laptop layout is much more different than yours.
In what particular sense are you talking about? Which laptop?
Like for example, I don't see the target, the option which is of target and all
okay,
the other below one.
Which Dreamweaver do you have?
Sir, the one that you said to download.
CS6?
Yes, sir. And basically, I think the layout is very different. Like, I think maybe my ratio of the computer screen is not matching with the softwares.
Okay. So you have to change your layout. There is a way you can do it. Can you send me a screenshot of your layout? I will tell you how to change it. Okay, WhatsApp me. Okay, you can like privately WhatsApp me so that I can, because in the group it will be a confusion. Okay, we'll set it.
Okay, sir.
We'll set it. No
Okay,
worries.
sir.
No worries. Okay, so we are supposed to place the text in cell L. Where was L? Obviously the last one. So this was L, and we're supposed to set this as paragraph style. Right, done. And save your web page. Open this web page in the web browser. Place a screenshot of the web page in the Windows document and print a copy of HTML source. So HTML source, obviously, I will go to print. I'll say print code, no problem. In order to view in the browser, I will can press F12, and I can view it. Oh, we did it in 30 minutes. That's glad. I'm glad. If you're able to do this in 30 minutes, Excel, I think so, inshallah, we can, let's say we take 1 hour even. So still we have 1 hour left, but don't try to go so fast, okay? I would never suggest that. So here we go. Our border collapse is working, blue is working, everything is exactly the way. Yeah, I would still recheck my points again because I have enough time. So I would check my points again. Maybe I have done something wrong. Yes, beta?
When we print code, does it copy it or does it like open a new tab like from?
I'll tell you. Over here, they're saying is, in this paper, they're saying is, place a copy of HTML source in your evidence document. So you are right. In this particular paper, we can come to the code. We can press Control A, Control C, go to the Word document and place it over there. So, but even if you print it, it's fine. But since they're emphasizing place it, you should place it. So sometimes they will ask you to directly print. Sometimes they'll ask you to place in the evidence document. Right? But obviously, the HTML source should be provided as in printout. Right? Got the point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. So let me just hold on. Let me take your attendance, all of you. Give me a second. We did yet another paper. So inshallah, I think so. We just need to do like one more paper. And I think so all of you will be comfortable. Just update me. Okay, how is it?
Sir, the alternate text which you put for the images, is that behind the images?
It's exactly, it's in the coding. And the reason why we have it, at times if the internet is not working and if the image does not gets downloaded, if I bring my mouse over the image, you'll see a cross. But if I bring the mouse over the cross, it will tell me what that image would have been. What was that image about?
Sir, how did you put that? Can you repeat that step?
I will just repeat it. It's 3rd of September. I'll just repeat it, just wait. All I did, beta, was that this is the image. In the alt, just type what is the alternate text. Click on the image, properties, alt, just type that. And if you look at the coding says image source this, alt this, width and height. So alt defines the alternate text for the image. Yes or no?
Yes, sir,
right?
Thank you.
Right, welcome. Okay, so betas, all of you see tomorrow, okay, right? We will probably solve another paper, or maybe I'll ask you guys to solve a paper tomorrow. How is that? Why don't you solve one tomorrow yourself? Can we practice it?
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow I'll ask you to solve a paper and then you can email it to me. Let's do it that way. We should have a practice class as well, right? If you can't do it, let me know, I'll solve it for you. Right, guys?
Okay.
Okay, see you tomorrow, all of you. Allah Hafiz.